When it comes to female musicians today, the roster is completely stacked, but the industry will fall completely apart if we're missing Doja Cat. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope y'all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. I'm coming at you guys today talking about Doja Cat, aka Miss Doja Kitty, aka Miss Juicy Juicy, aka Doja Darby, because she looks like Ashley Darby from the Real Housewives of Potomac, also known as Miss All on My Tongue, I Want It. So I haven't really talked about Doja Cat on my channel, which is kind of like a sin because I love music and I love females in music. And today I always say that the females are dominating the music industry, and Doja Cat is the main female dominating the music industry. Doja Cat is simply amazing, talented, can sing, dance, rap, write, can act. She's a character herself. She's quirky, she's relatable, she's funny, all that jazz. She is just the all-around American girl in tan skin, basically. Now, with that being said, Doja Cat does have a little issues with herself, racial issues, I might add, because I have a little problem with her way back when she was caught being in those tiny chat, video chat rooms. Tiny chat is basically where like a bunch of incels, racist incels, gather together to basically talk mess about everybody else, and she got in those chat rooms because it was entertainment for her. And a few weeks after being called out for being in those chat rooms, she also came out with this Didn't Do Nothing song. And you know, the term didn't do nothing is something that these white people came up with that I found out in 2020, which was like, you know, they imitate Ebonics, like, man, he's a good man, he didn't do nothing, he didn't do nothing, like that type of mess right there. Like, that's them intimidating us. And what's the word, intimidating? That was them imitating us. They imitate, like, basically how black people speak, like, to them, you know, stereotypical black people, that is. But she didn't even give a good explanation for that, and I still kind of give her the side eye for that. And she also had issues with her own 4C hair. You know, her being a biracial Betty, she felt like 4C hair didn't fit her. And you know, I want to do a whole video on 4C hair, you know, the hair that is naturally grown on our heads, people like me. But all those racial issues literally went to the wayside when she took a few steps back and just let the music speak for itself, and now the music is literally speaking for itself. Like, Homegirl is just out there just hitting every single release out of the park. But I gotta say, for the longest, I want to say during like the first year or two of her career, nobody took her seriously. Like, people thought she was a clown, especially when she, her debut single that actually popped was that Moo song. Yeah, a lot of you young whippersnappers probably didn't know her until the Juicy Juicy song, but that's how she was debuted to me, the Moo song. But Juicy Juicy featuring Tyga was literally when she popped. Like, she popped after that hit song, and then when she came out with the Pink album, she just escalated from there, and now she's damn near, I want to say, at icon status, to be honest with you. Now, we use the term icon very loosely, but however, out of the crop of girls in music today, she and Cardi B are definitely icons. This past Saturday or so, things kind of came to a head where she announced that she was quitting music. Now, the reason she quit music because she was all the way in Paraguay doing a concert. But during that concert, there was like a huge storm that hit, and she wasn't able to perform any of her hits at all. She had to stay bunkered up in her hotel room. And while she was bunkered up in her hotel room, a lot of her fans, you know, despite the storm that was going on, they went outside her hotel room cheering her name so that she can go ahead and like basically acknowledge them, basically like put on a show for them, because they couldn't come to the actual show. Now, y'all, there's a series of tweets to back up this whole entire storyline, but I don't feel like putting a visual in this video because I'm lazy. It's Sunday and I really don't feel like editing. I just want to do a straight shot video. But the next day, Doja Cat realized, like, oh, all these people are out here to see me the night before, but now that I'm leaving, it's all silent. Like, there's no fans outside. And then some girls hopped in their comments and they basically said, well, yeah, we were outside when it was pouring down rain and during a very, very severe storm trying to see you, and you basically paid us dust. and there was like some back and forth from Doja Cat was basically like, okay, I'm not sorry. Like, it is what it is. She basically needs her me time, and she needs her me time because homegirl is severely burnt out. As of today, she came back on her Twitter and she announced that like, oh, I'm not leaving music. Like, I sincerely apologize to my fans. Girl, we knew you weren't leaving music. Like, you're in a lot of contracts. Like, a lot of contracts and a lot of money that needs to be made and paid back. So homegirl, you weren't going nowhere. She apologized to her fans, and her fans accepted that apology. It was all sweet and all that. But honestly and truthfully, you guys, like I said, Doja Cat is completely burnt out. First of all, Doja Cat is probably the hottest commodity in the young generation of artists today. Like I said, she sings, she dances, she raps, she writes her own music, and even that, like, she already came, like, when she went to these record companies, she already came with a long genre of music already written and ready to go. Like, Doja Cat was ready for her come up and ready for her rise to fame. But the one thing that she was not ready for was how much of a demand that she was going to be in, because now that she is popped, everybody wants a piece of her. Every rapper, every singer, they want her as a feature. Homegirl is literally on tours, performances, interviews, always on her live, Instagram live, talking to her fans. Like, she loves her fans. So this whole entire situation was out of character. But for the most part, Doja Cat has always been like welcoming and warm and open to her fans. But this all was a temper tantrum. It was a complete temper tantrum because she's tired. Like, homegirl is stressed. Even, like, she even said earlier this year that, like, she's burnt out. Like, she is tired. She's been working hard. And being a creative on top of the traveling schedule, living out of a suitcase, not having a home-cooked meal, all that jazz, not seeing your family, Doja Cat is tired, y'all. Like, Doja Cat literally doesn't even have time to take a shit. Like, she is that booked and busy. And she even said that she was going to be more selective with who she's doing features with, but she's still doing features with everybody due to people pleasing. And y'all, I can speak on this because I'm a people pleaser, and it is hard to knock that quality out of you because I did a video on this a long time ago. Being nice will ruin your life. It absolutely will, because it has you saying yes to a lot of things that you really don't want to do. And Doja Cat is a feature artist on a lot of these songs that she honestly does not want to be a part of. But she constantly says yes to keep these industry relationships in good standing. She wants to be cool with everybody because more collaborations make more radio play, which makes more money. And her making more money makes the less money that she has to pay back to these record labels, managers, PR, makeup, beauty, all that jazz. All those people that work for Doja Cat, she has to pay back 100% tenfold. So the more money she's making, the more things she's doing is going to make sure that she's able to pay back all this debt, because in the music industry, you're in debt. You sign to these record labels, you're in debt. Doja Cat does not want to be treated like a pet. She wants to be treated like the artist that she is. And it's easy for people to say, you know what, this is what you signed up for. This is the life that you want to have. And not necessarily, you guys. I think that's a little unfair to say to a music artist, because they signed up. A lot of them do get into it for the fame, yes. But Doja Cat is the other percent of artists that literally get into it because of the art of it. Like, making art and making music is fun to them. Like, all of this is fun to Doja Cat. But when she is just being rammed down and crammed down our throats, homegirl is like having like a awakening, like, damn, do I really want this? Let me know if I'm talking too fast, y'all. Like, I took an energy drink on top of some coffee, so I am amped. But like I said, I can relate to people pleasing because, like, you know, I'm a toot my own horn. I'm a dope individual. I'm a cool dude. Almost anybody that I meet, like, instantly becomes friends with me when they really sit down and talk to me. And me, like, being just a cool person to chill and vibe with, I've accumulated, like, a lot of friends all over, pretty much all over the United States now at this point. But being there for everybody is the hardest thing to do. It's hard to be at every birthday, every wedding, every engagement, every baby shower. It's hard. I try my best to do it, but it kills me inside because it's just like, damn, like, I'm running on top of, like, doing everything, doing every business that I'm at and working a 9 to 5. And trying to do that work-life balance when really there's no balance, because you're trying to please every single person, like your job and your friends and your family, and it ends up fucking you in the ass in the long run. And Doja Cat has gotten to a point where she's like, damn, like, she's accumulated like a lot of industry friends, a lot of people that really fuck with her, and really also people that want to use her and come up off of her via a collaboration. but she wants to just be in good standing with everybody, doesn't want to burn any bridges, doesn't want to get blacklisted. At this point, she can't get blacklisted. Well, actually, let me take that back. But Doja Cat wants to have a good name in these streets, especially after the bad PR that she got from all the racial BS that she was taking part in. But her trying to please everybody has ran her down to the ground, especially with her stans. And I call them stans. If you guys don't know what stans are, like, look up Eminem, that Dear Stan song. I think that's the name of it. Like, that's where stan came from. And stan culture is like the Barbs, for example. Like, you guys, like the Barbs will just go to bat for Nicki Minaj, even if she's loud and wrong. Majority of the time, they will stand behind her 100%. But however, if she does something they don't like, they go at them tenfold. And Doja Cat has stans, I think they're called the Kittens or whatever. But stans need to realize that you cannot worship another human being. Like, the people that you guys put on this pedestal, they're people. They may just be more popular than you and have more money, but these celebrities are people. Like, I don't understand why we don't understand this now. But, you know, stan culture's never going away. Especially with the Barbs and the Rihanna Navy, who is just lazy. And then we have, why does it leave my head? Beyonce, the Beehive. I'm a part of the Beehive, but I'm a logical Beehive member. Stan culture will never die because we love music. Music is a universal love language. And on top of that, when people are on top of their shit and producing high quality music, everybody's going to continue to stan it. But I say all that to say, Doja Cat, girl, I'm glad you came to your senses because you can't quit music. You cannot quit music because you're all we have. Like, Doja Cat is the one artist out there that is just pure, raw, talented. Ooh, I just farted, y'all. But she is the one person out there that just has raw talent, writing, dancing, singing, rapping, twerking on a handstand, all that jazz, looking pretty. She looks good in fashion. She's racially ambiguous, so that's a plus in the industry for whatever reason. Doja, you can't leave. You're not done. Your mission in this industry is not complete. Like, you have literally everybody at your feet. If you want to take a break, then take a break. Take a break, bitch. Like, a vacation for Doja Cat is long overdue, y'all. Like, she put out, what, like 2 or 3 albums in the last 2 years? Like, homegirl is hungry and she's working. We see the drive and the hustle, but girl, it's okay to take breaks. And you know, this is me actually talking to myself because I get hard on myself when I take breaks. When I don't do anything or don't put out a video, I feel like complete and absolute shit. And that's probably how she feels whenever she's not at a performance or putting out some new music. But Doja Cat, girl, sit your ass down, relax, and come back to us with some fresh music. But let me know what you guys think about Doja Cat and her little outburst. And let me know what you guys think about people pleasing and also stan culture. But those are my views, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to come back at you guys with some more content.